Hello, and welcome to Centered with Abby. My name is Abby Ilardi Lowry, and I'm a licensed professional counselor and a certified yoga instructor. This podcast is a weekly mental health retreat designed to help you take the stress out of stress management. All you need to do is set aside a little time now and follow along. As you prepare for our practice today, you might want to grab a notebook or a piece of paper or something else that you can write in. You may also choose to take some time now to make your space feel a little more relaxing. Maybe dim the lights, make some tea, get out your favorite essential oil or candle. Anything that you need to do to start signaling to your body that it's time to relax. Now, I want to acknowledge today that sometimes it can be challenging or even anxiety-inducing to immediately come into silence and stillness for a practice like meditation or breath work. If you're already in an anxious or stressed place, or if you aren't used to spending much time alone with your thoughts, sometimes jumping into these practices right away can feel like too much. I find that it can be extremely helpful to begin with some physical movement to ease into relaxation. So I invite you now to maybe start finding a little gentle movement wherever you are. The yogis were onto something when they decided to practice asana, which is the physical yoga practice, as a way to still the mind before their seated meditation practices. So with that in mind, I'd like to start today by giving you a few minutes now to engage in some mindful movement, to start letting off some steam, getting in touch with your body, and coming into the present moment. I'll give you some ideas for movement to get you going, but ultimately I want you to be in charge of your own experience. You have my permission right now and my encouragement to move in any way that feels right to you today. This could be as simple as walking around your room a little bit, or maybe finding a gentle sway side to side. You might decide to find some nice stretches or some gentle mobility exercises. Maybe rolling your shoulders, turning your head to the right and the left. You might do some yoga poses. Or maybe it would feel good to press your palms together as hard as you can, creating a bunch of tension and then relaxing. If you feel like you have a lot of energy to burn, or if you feel kind of agitated right now, you could do some more intense physical activity, like a few minutes of jumping jacks or burpees or squats. Or maybe you feel exhausted today. Maybe you'd like to find very small, restful movements, like slowly touching your right thumb to each of your right fingertips, and then repeating on your left side. Taking your time and making any movements here that feel right to you. Now, if you'd like, you can keep moving in some way or another for the rest of our time together. Or if you'd like to find some stillness, I invite you to join me in a comfortable seated position, or perhaps a supine position, lying flat on your back, on the floor, on a yoga mat, a bed, or a couch. Getting comfortable. And today, I'm going to lead you through a popular breathing exercise, commonly called box breathing. During this practice, you will take a nice, deep belly breath through your nose for a count of 4. Then we'll hold our breath for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 4. And hold our breath again for a count of 4. Now a word on breath holds. Some people find that breath holds increase their anxiety, and some people find them very relaxing. If you find that the breath hold increases your anxiety, please feel free to skip any holding of your breath. Simply inhale and exhale for equal counts, and you can just skip the breath holds. And if moving during this practice would help you stay present, you might choose to tap the counts on your leg with one hand and then tap the counts on your other leg with your other hand. Or you might draw a little box in the air with your hands to the count of your breath. Or you might find some other gentle movement that feels good to you. As always, making this practice your own. And without further ado, let's go ahead and take a normal inhale through your nose and then exhale all of your air out. To begin our practice, we'll inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, and inhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4, hold 2, 3, 4. Doing a few more rounds at your own pace, counting to yourself. Feeling free to change the counts if you need to speed things up or slow things down. Just feeling your body breathe. Simply breathing. Let's do a few more rounds. And if your mind starts to wander, that's okay. That's normal. Just gently invite it back to the breath, back to the counts. And when you're ready, go ahead and let go of the counting and let your breathing return to normal. Feeling your body expand with a nice deep inhale and letting all of the air out of your lungs on a nice long exhale. Now take a moment to come back into the space, come back into the present moment. If you chose to close your eyes, maybe open them now. noticing the sights and sounds and touch sensations in your room, feeling your body, noticing the points where your body is contacting the ground or a piece of furniture. And when you feel ready, this would be a good time to grab your journal or whatever you'd like to write in. Or if you don't want to write today, that's fine. You can just reflect on some of these questions in your mind. And with our reflections, I just want to remind you that there is no need for judgment here. We don't need to label our practice or anything about our practice as good or bad, right or wrong. The goal here is to simply be curious about our own experience in the service of getting to know ourselves better. Right? These practices are not only opportunities to relax, to release some stress in mind and body, but they're also opportunities to learn about ourselves, to notice what is coming up for me. What do I notice about my thoughts, about my emotions, my judgments, my preferences, my body sensations? And to help you get started with that non-judgmental, curious stance, I invite you to reflect on the following questions, either in written form or just in your mind. I'll give you a little time to reflect on each question here, but if you want more time, please feel free to pause the podcast and take all the time you need. Starting with our first question, which is simply, how do I feel now compared to when I started? How do I feel now compared to when I started? This could be physically, mentally, emotionally. How do I feel? Pausing if you'd like more time. Or moving on to question 2. What did I notice during my practice today? What did I notice during my practice today? Now, this is intentionally a very broad question. Maybe you noticed feelings of like or dislike for particular exercises. Maybe you noticed that you felt a certain way, experienced certain emotions or certain body sensations. Maybe you noticed a particular thought that just kept coming up. Maybe you experienced ease or difficulty. There is no right or wrong. Just asking yourself, what came up? What did I notice? And seeing what that might tell you about yourself or about your current state of body or mind. Pausing if you'd like more time, or moving on to question 3. Did anything surprise me today? Did anything surprise me today? Pausing if you'd like more time, or moving to the next question. What did I learn about myself through this practice? What did I learn about myself through this practice? This could be as simple as I learned that I was really stressed out, so it was really hard to focus today. Or I learned that I love box breathing. Or I learned that I have trouble with this kind of practice if I wait until nighttime to do it because I get sleepy. It could be anything. What did I learn about myself today? Pausing if you'd like more time. Or moving on to our final question. What do I want to take with me as I close up my practice? What do I want to take with me as I close up my practice? What do I want to remember? What do I want to bring with me into the rest of my life? Pausing if you'd like more time, or starting to prepare yourself to end your practice and go about the rest of your day or night. I thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you next week for our third Centered with Abby mental health retreat. Take care.